Welcome into the Cowboys Report. Time now for some grades. The Rams and the Cowboys. 2017, the final call, or the final result in this one. Let's just get right to the important thing here. I know you all are still talking about. Type BS if the refs blew the game. Now, this is not the only reason why the Cowboys lost. There's a lot of blame to go around. But, folks, that is not called OPI in the NFL. That is hand fighting. It doesn't get called. First off, the refs also, by the way, gave Sean McVay a BS timeout that he didn't get in time, but they gave it to him anyway. To call OPI in that scenario, that's trash, man. No one would have cared outside of some Rams fans if that wasn't called. That was a great throw by Dak Prescott, a great catch by Michael Gallup, and instead of an incredible possible tying drive or go-ahead drive, the refs impacted the game in a far bigger way than they ever should have. So I say type BS in the comments section. All right, as mentioned, a lot of blame to go around in this one. I waffle between a C- and a D+ for the offense. I'm going to give it a C because I gave the refs an F, and this would have been a very different conversation if Gallup had actually held on to that, or the refs hadn't called the penalty. Maybe it should be a D+. The offense wasn't good enough. 17 points and 3 of 12 on third downs is not going to win you games in the NFL. It's not going to do it. The offense was not good enough tonight. And there are several players that can get blamed for that. Some of the play calling, you can blame the officials too if you want. The offense simply didn't put up enough points. They got to score more than 17 with the way this defense is. Because quite frankly, the defense wasn't very good either. I was unimpressed by the defensive showing here by the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to give them a D+. Now, you can flip them if you want. It's pretty even for me. But the Cowboys defense was profoundly lucky to allow only 20 points. 422 yards allowed. They got the 1 sack from Aldon Smith, who also caused the pressure that led to an interception by Chidobe Awuzie. But third downs was the key difference in this game. 9 of 17? That's bad, guys. And you got lucky that the Rams' offensive drive stalled out in the red zone. They could have easily scored 34 in this game. It would not have been that difficult. Jared Goff, the numbers aren't great, but the Rams' game plan was damn good. Like, they ran check down offenses, they ran screens, and it worked in a very, very efficient manner. The defense and offense, equal blame if you want. It wasn't very good. Also, special teams, not good. Chris Jones did have one really good punt. I'll give him credit for that. CeeDee Lamb had a very nice return, but Chris Jones had a really bad punt that kind of evened it out. Greg Zuerlein, by the way, missed the 53-yarder. We're doing that again. So am I being maybe a bit mean to special teams? Yeah, I think so. But one good punt does not negate an 0-for-1 field goal unit and another bad punt by Chris Jones as well. So overall, grade the performance. Cowboys versus the Rams. I know this is a D or an F, man. Like, this was bad. There is a lot of frustration for me. I know it's a weird offseason where you didn't have much of a camp and no preseason at all. It's a bad showing. A bad showing here by the Cowboys. So get your votes in A, B, C, D, or F. This will be the pinned comment on YouTube. If you get the ad break here, scroll on down and get your votes in. Let's go to Dak Prescott, who everyone has already decided what the grade is. No one wants to listen. I'm giving him a C+. Dak Prescott was not good enough to win the game for the Cowboys. He was also not bad enough to lose the game. Several drops really hurt the Cowboys in this one. I would have loved to have seen how the narrative would have changed. Dak threw a freaking dime to Michael Gallup. Like, that pass was so good, and it doesn't count. Like, if the refs pick up the flag and don't throw the BS penalty, this is a totally different conversation around Dak Prescott. There were multiple drops in this game once again. Terrence Steele really struggled late in the game. Aaron Donald beat up the Cowboys, and especially on the interior offensive line. Dak was not bad. Dak wasn't good enough either. Wasn't quite enough. So on a scale of 1 to 10, a C plus is like a 6. I think that's fair for Dak. It's not all of his fault. You needed a little bit more out of him. A couple bad breaks his way did not benefit him whatsoever. Get your votes in, scale of 1 to 10. You know what I thought did play very well in this game? I thought Zeke Elliott had a very strong showing. Slim Zeke played like the guy we saw back in his, I'll call it, best years. I'll call it that way. I'm giving Zeke an A for this game. There were several times where Zeke was bottled up for a loss of 1 or 2 or even a 1 or 2 yard gain and picked up like 5 or 6 or even 10. That was the running I wanted to see out of Zeke. In this game, 96 carries on the ground, 1 touchdown, 96 rushing yards, 31 receiving yards, 2 total touchdowns in this one. I thought he was used well. A little too many second and long runs, but again, a lot of reasons why the team lost this game. I thought Zeke played well. I was pleasantly surprised by it. He looks like he's good. I feel confident about Zeke for this season for the Dallas Cowboys. Now, if you want Cowboys coverage every single day around America's team, I want you guys to hit that big red button and subscribe. No one will keep you more updated on the Dallas Cowboys than we will here at the Cowboys Report. So if you haven't already, subscribe today. All right, receivers time now. I'm going to give them a little bit of good, a little bit of bad, a couple too many drops as well. This does not include tight ends. So I'm giving the receivers a B. If you had included tight ends, it would have been a C at best because Dalton Schultz was bad in this one. Mari Cooper, 10 for 81. CeeDee Lamb, 5 for 59. And Michael Gallup, 3 for 50. And it should have been like 4 for 90 because that BS pass interference, OPI, totally changed the outcome in the game. That was a big-time problem. Now, I will make note, if you had bet the over-under on the receptions entering this game from BetUS, you would have made some nice money. Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, both hit the over. Michael Gallup just short. So you can bet on Cowboys games, some player props, Super Bowl odds, all of that at chatsports.com/bet. Use that promo code Cowboys125. It'll get you a 125% deposit bonus. And there are still, I think, 1 or 2, based on my DMs, jerseys left out there. So head over to chatsports.com/bet. Use that promo code on your screen. And then hit me up on Twitter at WhatGoingDowney. Get that jersey. Let's go to the head coach now, Mike McCarthy. I'm going to give him a D+. I know the thing that is really caught up in people's minds is going for it on 4th and 2 or 4th and 3. My problem there was that they didn't run the right route. It should have worked. I get why they ran it, but Lamb's got to run that at a deeper depth. But you score 17 points. They didn't come out flat. They just didn't have it tonight. And that's concerning for me. So I have high expectations for Mike McCarthy. I'm going to give him a D+. He should have kicked the field goal in hindsight, of course, so get your votes in there. Y for yes, N for no. I just need more from that coaching staff overall, including McCarthy, going forward. All right, some defensive players here. Chidobe Awuzie made the interception, baby. I'm going to give him a B in this one. I do want to go back and watch the actual matchups, but from my live watching, it appeared that for the most part, it wasn't Cheeto getting burnt. It was Anthony Brown. 2 tackles, a pass breakup. He also missed one that kind of brought down his grade. But the interceptions matter. I need more of those going forward. A good start to the year for Awuzie and a make-or-break year for him as a member of the Cowboys. To wrap things up here, how about the game from Aldon Smith? Now, I want to double-check his run defense, but I was very impressed by the game out of Aldon. You could almost give him an A if you want. I'm going to give him a B+. I thought Aldon Smith, he looked really good, guys. Like, he had a couple pressures, had a sack, was all over the field, a bit more downfield than what you want in terms of tackles, but had a tackle for loss, a very much well-timed sack. Welcome back to the NFL, Aldon Smith. happy to have him there. He played very well in this one. A bright spot for the Cowboys. Frankly, I thought both Aldon Smith and DeMarcus Lawrence played well. It's that there was no interior pressure again from this Cowboys team, and the secondary did not cover it long enough at all. So grade the Cowboys' performance here against the Los Angeles Rams, A, B, C, D, or F. It's a disappointing performance. That is not enough from this team, and it starts the year off on a very sour note in this one. So get your votes in, A, B, C, D, or F.